they're asleep in their various little vehicles and things, so I'll calm myself. I'll show you the empty plate or the half-eaten food, don't I? Because I get so excited about getting the food that gully tube where you would put your tent pole through. I'm so excited to get my first plate of beans. That panics me. That panics me. I knew I made a mess. Good evening. It is now Monday and we had some rain today, which was nice and refreshing. It's a lot cooler, and I've been making flags out of the old tent, so I've had a productive day, which is really good and rare. And I'm just gonna come up. Oh my goodness, there's a rainbow. I've got to show you. See that? Look at that, came out at just the right moment to show you that rainbow. Oh, lovely. Hope you can see it. Lovely, lovely, lovely. There's a couple of my new flags there, the red and the orange ones, and these three here need to be replaced because they're all shredded. So I've come up to just have a look at what's going on in this little area. They're busy building at the moment. Well, they've gone out. I just came to see what they're up to, what they've been up to. Okay, so it's been super hot while they've been working, so they put this little shelter up so they could sit under here when they weren't working. So there's lots of bits and bobs around, and oh, look at this. This is the start of the hot tub. So there's lots of timber everywhere. It's looking good. It's looking good. So it will have wood cladding and sides and steps and a seat, maybe. It's going to have a seat, isn't it? I think so. There's Joe come to have a look as well. Oh, it's nice and quiet. Not sure what they're making here. Interesting. Yeah, so everything's just surrounded by bits of wood at the moment, and it's a very, very much a work in progress, as you can see. This is quite cool. They've been hiding under here to get away from the sun. And it's been really effective. I gave them some produce from my garden. Morning, it's the next day. I'm down in my studio, which, oh my god, this is an overwhelm. Oh wow. So this is the state I left my studio in yesterday. Oh, yeah, I came in to make another flag. I need to make another 5 flags. But, yeah, that panics me. That panics me. I knew I'd made a mess, but you know when you're in the zone and you're doing something creative and you just make it, and then we put the flags up and then I just deserted it. That is quite an overwhelm. And then I started making, you can see, I started making a string of scrap fabrics, because these look great. I mean, that does not look great at the moment, but when you've got meters and meters and meters of it and you hang it up in the trees or whatever, it actually looks really nice. So take my word for it, because at the moment it does not look cool. But yes, look. Yeah, totally trashed my studio. But hey, that's what it's for, isn't it? And you've seen it now, you've seen the mess. So I have to calm myself, because the mess panics me just a bit. Once I start making more of a mess again, I'll be fine, and I'll be fine sitting right in the middle of all this mess. I'll be fine. But right now, yep. Anyway, a friend of mine is supposed to be visiting today. I think she's visiting today. She messaged and said, can I come and see you? And I said, yes, we're here between such and such and such and such. She hasn't replied, but that's nothing new, and I'm really crap at replying to messages. It's another neurospicy thing. Do you do it? I do it all the time. So if I don't, when I get a message from someone, if same with emails, everything, if I don't respond immediately, then I'm probably not going to respond, or I sometimes take days to respond. I just can't do that sort of thing, really. I can't do that. I also can't do the phone, so it's not great when you're trying to run a business, is it? But yeah, anyway, I've gone off track. So this friend might come, she might not come. So there's another thing I do is I think someone's coming, I can't do anything, but I can't do anything other than focus on the fact that someone's coming. Even if I've got hours before they're going to come, I still do this thing of, well, there's someone coming, so I can't actually do anything or start anything or be doing anything. But I am going to try today, because otherwise I'm going to waste a day, and what will happen is I'll wait and she might not come. So yeah, it's cooler today. It's really cool, actually. It's really nice. The boys are cracking on with the hot tub. And yeah, I'm going to make a flag. I'm going to start, I'm just going to say I'm going to make one, because the thought I've got to make 5 is too overwhelming. So, and yesterday I thought I would make 1 flag and I made 4. So, you know, the thing is to not set yourself up to fail, is it? Which is what I normally do. So if I say I'm going to make 1, then if I make 1, brilliant. If I make more than 1, wow, then I'm on a roll. I'm doing well. I did so well. So actually so proud of myself for actually doing it, because there's so much procrastinating that goes on, and things just don't happen. I'm sure that a lot of you have the same issues. It's quite debilitating, isn't it? But anyway, so I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to try and make a flag, and I'll try and film a bit of it for you. But my sewing machine is really noisy, so you don't want to really hear that. But yeah. So I've just been outside and I've just cut a big piece of a big blue tent. Somebody left it's like a 12-man tent. I've got the stringy wires. It was a huge tent anyway. It's a huge tent. Is that better? I've been really struggling to get a decent sort of light behind me today. I can't even speak. Probably not a good day for making anything. I might have overdone it yesterday, but yeah. So I've got all this blue fabric, which is really boring, and I haven't got a lot of the bright red, bright orange left. I've got bits and bobs, like little bits like this. But what I do, I'll show you at some point the flags I've made, but they're already up. I make, you know, I'll cut a circle out of that and then sew it on the flag, and then cut the back out so you can see through the orangey bit. I've got quite a bit of red, so it mightn't be too bad. But the other thing I do is I cut, like, you know, on a tent you've got, see on the tent you have this sort of gully tube where you would put your tent pole through. This is a little one, so it's too small. But I will use a big piece of that, the wider one, and that I will attach to my flag, and then that threads over the pole, and it works really well. I'm hoping the flags this year are going to last longer, because last year's flags didn't last very long, but they were really, really old tents, and they've been rotting away in an old trailer, and they've been wet for a very long time, and they've just disintegrated. So they lasted a year anyway, so that's fine. But I'm hoping, because these are all like better tents, newer tents than those, which were probably like 30 years old, that the flags will last a bit longer this year, because it's actually quite a chore keep making flags every year. But I mean, it's ripstop material, but the wind here is wild. I've said it before, it comes up through the valley from Glastonbury Tor, well, it comes off the sea up through the valley, and it's wild, so it shreds the flags to bits, really. But anyway, so I'm gonna get on with it. Get on with it, Deb. Okay, so now I've got, so I'll get little bits of fabric like that, cut little shapes, and then that run down the side of the flag. So I've got my big blue piece of fabric here. I'm just coming up with some ideas at the moment, and then I'll sew the gully down one side, and then I get bits of tent like this, just cut little shapes, and I'll sew that. So I might do, I don't think that's quite long enough, so I'll have to cut another bit, but so I'll probably sew that down one edge like that, and then something bright the other side, and I'll cut the shape of the flag, because it's not a square. I don't have square flags, they're generally a bit sort of pointy, and then I'll put a couple of different coloured pieces in, like a couple of circles or something, and yeah, and then it will look a bit brighter and a bit more cheerful. But because I'm not liking the blue, I'm not really liking the blue. I keep asking people to donate tents, and it's very rare that you get something like this, which is gorgeously bright. They're always blue and green. Yeah, saying that, I haven't even got any green at the moment. Green would be quite nice if it was a really bright green. But yeah, hopefully someone will turn up with some more tents. But anyway, let's get on with this flag. So I've got this far. I've put the gully I was on about, you know, where that fits over the pipe, so where you would normally put your tent holes. So we've got the big flag, we've got this sort of frilly bit. Let me just turn this tracking thing off. Yeah, so I've got this string's in the way. I've got the big blue flag and the gully and the frilly bit that I've sewn on. I mean, it's not neat. I just chop it up and bung it on, sew it together, because when it's up, you don't see it, and actually all the tatty bits just flap in the wind and they look cool. So there we go. So far we just have a very boring blue flag, but we have a little bit of a trim on the front, on the side where it goes on the pole, and there's the gully where your tent poles go, and that's that. So that's that bit. The light's behind me, sorry about that. So I've showed you that bit, and I've just pinned a couple of circles on. You see the pins, and I'll just stitch those, and then I'll cut the blue bit out behind each of those circles so that you can see through the circles. Sorry about the light. So my circles are sewn on. I need to turn you around. So to show you, my circles are sewn on really roughly, because it's up in the air and nobody really sees it, but the circles are sewn on. So what I do now is I turn it over. You can see where the circle is. Let's see if I can pinch it, put a little hole in it, then I can get in there. So what I'm going to do now is cut the blue backing out. Like this. See? And then you get the coloured circle coming, shown on both sides of the flag, basically. So like that. So now you can see, let's bring you up a bit. Oh, wrong way. I will never get the hang of this thing. Right, so now I have, you can see it through both sides. And there's the orange one, which I haven't cut out yet. See? Yeah. So I'll cut this side out, and then you'll be able to see both colours on both sides. This lighting, I'm so sorry, it's really bad. I forgot to show them the finished article. Right. Oh, that's not, that's... So, you... So there... Oh, is the finished article, and it's starting to rain. Right, let's pop that back up there. There's Joe. Say hello, Joe.
Hello.
Right, so there it is. Yeah, I do that a lot with filming. It's like when we go for something to eat, I always show you the empty plate or the half-eaten food, don't I? Because I get so excited about getting the food that I just start eating it, and then I think, oh, I've shown them the cafe or the restaurant, but I haven't shown them the full plate when it arrives. Anyway, there's my flag done, and I'll show you when he puts it up. Wow, wow, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. How beautiful is this? I'm whispering because the guys are asleep. My goodness. There's the dog. Hello, hello. Oh, my goodness. And they're so sweet. Look, they got me these wonderful sleepers to make some raised beds. Such nice people. Oh, look at that. I haven't been in my garden for a couple of days. Oh, I'm falling over as I get in the doorway. Oh, right, let's sit down a minute. Oh, good morning. It's now Wednesday. I've just shown you very quickly the hot tub progress, but they're asleep in their various little vehicles and things, so I didn't want to speak too loud. Still got the throat thing. Very strange. Anyway, so I thought I'd come up, have a little look, see if anything needs picking, because I haven't been in for a couple of days, because I've been trying to stay out of the way, because they're building a hot tub literally against my garden fence. So I've been trying to stay out of the way. You know, the last thing they need is me faffing about and talking too much. So yeah, I could see a few tomatoes that need to be picked, and there'll be a few beans. Yeah, I love my beans. I'm so excited to get my first plate of beans. I don't know what it is about runner beans. I just love them. I literally eat them every day through the summer. Once they start producing, mind you, you get so many, don't you? I will freeze some if there's any extra, but I'm not sure the crop's going to be that great. Are you growing runner beans? And if so, how are they going? Have you got plenty? What is your veggie plot like this year? Because yeah, mine's all right, but I think it's just been too hot, hasn't it? Yeah. So my grandchildren, my grandbabies are coming today. The two youngest are coming to visit, and my other grandson, who's 14, has broken his hand. Isn't it typical? Right at the start of the school holidays, because I think they break up literally in a few days, and he's going to be in a plaster cast for the whole of the school holidays. Typical, typical, typical. But yes, I'm going to see him today, because he just did it yesterday. He's broken the long bone down the outer side of his hand. So I don't know too much about it today, but she told me late last night, so they're going to come and visit today. Yeah, that's about it. What else going on today? I've got 2 flags left to make, which is brilliant, because I managed to have a second productive day. I will show you the ones I've made. So that one there's the tatty old one, so that's the state they're in. There's 2 left like that. And then these are the new ones. That one there. Walk along the bank and try not to fall off the bank. There's another one that's a bit plainer, that one. There's another one. There's one more that's got to come down. So there. What do you think of my flags? Oh, what do you think of my flags? It's nice that they're made out of rubbish, really, isn't it? Out of broken tents. That's really satisfying when you can make something out of something old that might have gone into landfill now. They're nice, pretty flags. So at least I've got 2 more to make, so I'm going to push myself to make those last 2. And I feel like I've achieved something, because I mean, if you've been watching my videos, you'll know I've been talking about replacing those flags for a long time, a couple of months. The usual, you know, avoidance thing has been happening, and I look at them and think, yeah, I'll do that, and I haven't done them. But I have done them. Oh my God, I've done them. So I'm actually really chuffed with myself. Well done, Deb. Because we have to do this to ourselves. We need to congratulate ourselves when we achieve something, because it's a big thing. For me, that's a big thing. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my flag making video, and I will see you very, very soon. Lots of love. Bye for now.